So you can see me this time. I'm going to run through how to fix, or how I fix some hair issues. I guess you would call it an issue, but just cleaning up some hair. So just hold Alt down using the middle of the mouse button here. Roll that forward, zoom in really quick. I'm using a Windows, by the way. So you can see here, I don't want that in there. So I wish I could have music playing right now, but I can't because I don't want to get any copyright issues. But I'm using the remove tool. So I'm just going to do like that right there. I'm just going to duplicate this now. I forgot to do that at the beginning, but I'll duplicate that. So it's good to do that just so you have an extra copy of the original background. And you can see it's doing a good job. Boom. This little pocket right here can remove. From there, I would do the patch tool. Just circle kind of what I want out and what I want in. The main thing she wanted to focus on was the discoloration. So how it's kind of like a little bit of white right here. And so for that, I'm going to come over to the spot healing. Get some of these little pieces. As you can see, there's a little piece right here. I'm going to go ahead and just spot heal that. Probably get this whole strand right here. That didn't look good.
It didn't understand the assignment. It didn't understand the assignment.
So I could just do a patch tool instead. Circle that. Come down a little. There you go. And then color. This one I always saw people using. I didn't really understand it, how they did it. So what they do is you come here, do a new layer. Boom. On this layer, you could choose you can play around with this, but I choose darken. I've done this. I did this earlier. So darken, choose your color. You could change the opacity, but I'm just going to leave it, change it later. Come right here, hit the, that little swab, choose the color that you want. Boom. Take this down a little bit. See, you can just color over that, kind of blend it in. It's a little too much, but see, that's why you can take the opacity down. Then you can also change the, go through these and see which one works better. Darken color. It's actually probably a little bit better for what I'm trying to do. And just color over that. Boom. Boom. I can get the black now. Get rid of that. See how this is shiny? So with this hair, sometimes people use product, and that product, once it dries, it'll be white, kind of like mousse or any of that other stuff. So you can just kind of match that color. I could probably just make it black. That's all that. Go down a little. Yeah, it looks better. Come back to this one. Probably do spot healing. I do the, I know I'm going kind of fast. I'm just assuming people know these things, so clone stamp, patch tool, spot healing, and remove tool. That's pretty much all I'm using. And I don't remember if I said brush tool, but so then this one, hold Alt, choose the area. This is for the clone stamp. Choose the area that you want. Right there. Just getting rid of some of this right here. So Oh, see, I'm still on this layer. So you can hold Control Alt E. Nope. Shit. Undo that. Control Shift Alt E. That'll make a new layer from I was leaning down in this mic. I didn't realize. By the way, what I'm using to record, I'm just using OBS Studio. I got a Rodecaster. I did it a little special today. I got my camera set up. Shure mic, But you don't need all that fancy stuff. If you ever want to make one of these, you don't actually have to have all that. That's just what I'm using. If you want a podcast, that's a good podcast setup, though. So you can see I'm just kind of getting rid of some of this. So I do the stamp tool. This is at 70. I'll probably go down a little bit. Go down to like there. Because then it'll take multiple clicks. I'll have more chances. Then you just hold Alt, choose the area you want to copy. She might not want that big of a part there. So I'm just going to hold right here maybe. Just to make the part look a little bit better. Just choose the area you want to copy and kind of draw. We'll click to draw. I'll remove some I didn't want to remove. Do the patch tool, this little area right here. Boom. Grab this part. Boom. Grab this part. Boom. Damn it. Hopefully it's just saving the project file. Accidentally hit Control S. Then it saved. I want to save when I want to save. I want to save when I want to save. All right. Spot healing. Maybe just do a little bit of that there. Let me do the paintbrush one more time. I'll get some of this. Oh, Jesus. I forgot I didn't do this. Boom, boom, boom. It still did it though. That's weird. Oh, darken color. Gotta take that opacity down. Pretty good, pretty good. And what you could do is you do take another, see that's why you keep this original. You can duplicate that. Now you got another copy. Bring it all the way up here. Control Shift Alt E. So you make another, damn it, I didn't do that right. Because when you do Control Shift Alt E, it's going to copy everything that's down here. So start here. Control Shift Alt E. Boom. Bring that up here. I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. All right. Now I got that background copy underneath this new layer, which was a layer showing. Okay. This is where we were, right? This is after all the edits. So I did Control Shift Alt E. That made all those edits form into one cohesive image, which is layer 5. Boom. Come down here, duplicate the background, the original, that had the other thing. So this was that one. That's the original before all the edits. So now I got it before all the edits and I got it after all the edits. And you can see the after all the edits is missing a little texture right here. So what I could do is come up here, you hit the mask button. Now this is important. I didn't learn this for a while. This is like Photoshop 101, but some stuff you just don't learn when you're not taking a class and you're learning on your own. So white is reveal. So white means show. Black is hidden. The occult, if you will. But no, black is the hidden. So if you want to hide some of this, then you can come up here to the paintbrush. You swap between the white and the black with these keys. Once the mask is selected, it'll automatically just go between white and black. So I want to show a little bit of what's underneath this. So I'm going to go ahead and hide some of this layer by choosing the black side. I'm not going to do it too much. I'm going to do like it really doesn't matter. You just play around with it. And then just start taking away a little bit until it looks more natural. You know, it's not like it's blurred out. You might not be able to see it. I'll show you like way up on the opacity. Then you can really see what's happening. See how it's coming back? So, and if you ever need, so let's say I did that actually. I'm going to do it. So now I got everything showing underneath. Now I can do that. And that's a good tactic too. If you're doing kind of quick, you can just do that. Then take, dang it. Then take away, you know, you do a lot, then take away from it. Do like 100, because I don't want any of this showing on that underneath layer. So I know that for sure. It was more so just the texture of the skin. Oops. Make that black. The texture of the skin right here. And there's other ways you could do the texture, get the texture back. But yeah, as you can see, it's still not quite perfect. So then I could just do Control-Shift-Alt-E. That's my favorite thing to do. I just do Control-Shift-Alt-E. Save a copy because this froze on me earlier. I was very surprised. I was like, Adobe Photoshop, you're doing me like this? Sony Vegas I expect it from, but not Photoshop. Not when I'm paying a monthly fee. This isn't even the bootleg version, and you're doing me like this. All right, so then I could just take this patch. Boom. Take another patch. Boom. Looks more natural. Get rid of some of that. A lot better. It's getting there. It's getting there. Take that little piece, get a better patch of skin to sample from. You can see that right there. What do I do? Maybe right here. Could probably get away with that, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather just do brush tool. Do another one of these new layer things. Boom. Darken color. Let's do this color. Make this a lot smaller. And just mixing between the brown for the part and this black, you know. So it looks like a natural, very natural part. Boom. And maybe we can just darken this part up a little. Now I had some other photos that I was doing this on, where you couldn't really tell. Sorry, they were the same image almost. So I had this part. Let's say I had this image, and then I had one more image that was she was in the same position. And this is something to think about too when you're taking the photo. If they're about in the same position, and you snap, you say, do no smile, pop. Do a smile, pop. Now do a closed mouth smile, pop. Now do a smile with your teeth spread a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Pop. Now do a wacky face, pop. If they're not moving that much and you're going to be doing some edit like this, then that's helpful because on the next one, then let's say I had another image that was just like this. I can then open that image, put it underneath this one. Maybe I'll just show you. Maybe I'll show you that. I'll show you how I do that. But once you have this one good, then the next one, you could just overlap them And then just the same way I showed you how to do the masking with the reveal and hide, then all you have to do is reveal this from the, how can I say? I'll show you like this. Let me do, this is number 336. Wow, my bad. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna copy it in here. I'll show you like this. So let's say I had another image and it was practically the same position or maybe slightly different. Actually, no. Okay, let me stop. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna come back to that though. So last thing with this image, I'm gonna go ahead and do Control-Shift-Alt-E, make that copy. I'm gonna go ahead and save this one more time in case it freezes, because I don't want that thing freezing on me. And there's just a few stray hairs. I'll show you how I'm gonna get rid of that. I keep it natural. You know, it's better to do it while taking the photo if you can remember. And this is not a bootleg version of Photoshop. So, you know, I'm paying for it. So I got stuff like select subject, things like that. So I can do select subject, then just hit the mask button, boom. Then I can do, I messed up because I didn't do, hold on, let me do this. First, I'm gonna duplicate this layer. Then I'm gonna do mask. And then from the mask, I'm gonna do another duplicate layer. And this one, I'm gonna hold Alt, take that mask, drag it down. That'll copy that mask to that one. Select the mask, do Control-I, that inverts the mask. Now on this image, let's do show hide all other layers. Boom. That's what I got right here. I can come up here to the little select tool. This is gonna be harder to do with this one. I'm not even gonna cap. So let's just say I said generate a fill, clean, seamless backdrop. I don't know if it's gonna do it though, because I have such a small sample to choose from. Yeah, it's not gonna work. So like this one, she's just gonna get it like that for the most part. But there's a way to do that. Long story short, let's say that there was more brown. I can make this a seamless sample. And then with this one, I'll just hide. Let's see. I'm gonna delete that. Let's see. All of these can get deleted early. I got this one right here. So it's just some of these strays. There's an easier way to get rid of them, but really you can even use this one right here. Let's say I just wanted to. This takes a little bit longer though. Now I'll tell you this too. It also depends on what you're offering the client, you know. So if they're in a certain price range, you might not do too much. So this one, you know, I cut a little deal. This was I'm already editing a lot for the price. So I'm not going to do too much. And this one, it really doesn't matter. I mean, those are little hairs. It's more significant. See, like this hair, I'll get rid of because it sticks out more. But the other stuff is kind of regular. Yeah. So that looks a little bit better there. But when it comes to like these ones, nobody's really caring about that. And if I wanted to do something, I could do the the clone tool. And you just do something like this. Take this up some, boom. see. If I really want to get rid of a bunch of that. Let me do this. This is a good way to show you. All right, this is what I'll do. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this. Boom. Then I'll do the clone stamp and just delete all these. This is essentially what I was doing with that generator fill. You just make a clean copy. All right. Oops. Oops. Anyway, let's just say that's the clean copy. That's what the generator fill was gonna do. AI just couldn't detect what it wanted to fill with because it's not a large enough sample. But this is essentially what you do. You're just making a clean copy. Doesn't matter that I'm cutting all in there. It really doesn't matter. See, I could just do all of that if I really want to. Doesn't matter. Now you take this copy, put it above it, do this mask. Come over here. You want to hide some stuff, so you're going to have it on the black. And then you can have these down like to a 58, 43 or more. And then you just click on the stuff that you want to hide a little bit. And so what it's revealing is what's underneath. So you can just hide these hairs. But you can see, like, that's what I'm saying. You can really go as far as you want with this. This could take 12 hours for you to do. And if you're cutting a deal or you're not charging for that time, then you could really just be doing yourself a little bit of a disservice. And 9 times out of 10, the client might not really care that much anyway. Or who they're sending it to might not really care about those hairs that much anyway. But yeah, you can just kind of brush over it. You can see they disappear, but it's still natural. It's not like it goes from hair to just being cut off. I could take this up a little. Doom, doom, doom. Take this up a little, the opacity. That way this goes a little quicker. See? And now you just kind of cutting the hairs off a little bit. So it does look cleaner. Boom. See? So now let me do duplicate this. Boom. Delete this mask. Apply it. All right. So there's where it was. Damn, I didn't really do too much. But you can see the hairs are going down a little bit. So it just cleans it up a little. But getting rid of all this is just not going to look natural to me. And just to show you, just so you can see. And especially I'll show you like at 100. Oops. Let's just say I did like this. See, it's like a defined line. I don't know. That just doesn't look quite natural to me. So anyway, that's that pretty much. So I'll do file, save as, save the actual project. Because sometimes I'll come back, I'll look at the finished one and I'm like, oh man, I forgot to do this. So that's why I like to save the project. And then I'll come up here, file, save as, and I just do JPEG. Some people do export and all that, but I've found that if you just do save as JPEG, it exports in the right settings. So that's the image. And so I have an edits folder that way I can just save freely in there. And this is after they select what image they want. But you can see here, this was the original. That's the edit. Original, edit, original, edit, original, edit. Let's zoom in a little bit. Zoom in a little bit. Hold on. Zoom in a little more. Take it in, take it in. Take that, take that. I think I was right here. I'm trying to match them up so it's like right on the thing. There you go. All right. So that's pretty much that. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully it made sense. Hopefully it was quick. Peace out.